Namaskar. Welcome to the lesson number 5 under the chapter number 2, Analysis Methodology. In the previous lesson, under important tables in EPS system of astrology, we studied the EPS tables. In this video, under the important tables in EPS system of astrology, we are going to study about the house grouping tables. What is house grouping table and what are the important components and their uses we are going to study in this video. Chapter number 2, important tables in EPS system, in lesson number 5, house grouping tables. Now let us look at the house grouping tables with an example. Before proceeding to the house grouping table, let me explain about the key planets tables. That is, look at the self-significance table, how the planets in self-significance tables, their houses, favorable and unfavorable houses for an event, same planets, favorable and unfavorable houses are shown in favorable separately and unfavorable separately in the key planets table. You can see on the left-hand side, this is indicating the self-significance table wherein Ketu and CL, OCC, CST, CSL are given. For example, the event we have chosen is marriage. So the 7th house is favorable and all the other houses, 7th house, 2nd house, and 11th house, 5th house, 3, 1, 3, 7, 9, 11, all houses are coming under favorable. Whereas that the 4th house, 6th house, 8th house, 10th house, 12th house are coming under the unfavorable. Now, in the self-significance table, if you see each planet, the houses are given either favorable or unfavorable are shown in one single row. So, irrespective of event, these self-significance tables are going to remain the same, but only the color of the houses according to the event, the color of the house will differ. Now, if you look at on the right-hand side, key planets table, it means the planets, the Ketu, you can take Ketu, favorable houses is occupying 7th house and CSL also 9th house. These two are favorable. You look at the favorable houses of the Ketu is given OCC 7 and CSL 9. So that weight has been given because there is only favorable is present. You can see the Ketu's second planet Jupiter. Jupiter is given as the second planet next to Ketu in this table. That Jupiter's houses are given under this significant sign column. I will tell about what is significant sign. We know that we discussed in the supports what is significant sign, but in this significant sign column, what are the houses are signified, that also I will explain. In this here, the Jupiter is the sign lord for Ketu. That Jupiter's significations are shown here, but whereas Jupiter's favorable 7th cuspal lord and Lagna star lord, these are all favorable houses. They are shown separately under favorable row. And 10th lord and occupying 4th house and 10th cuspal sublord, they are shown separately under the different row as unfavorable. It means what? Each planet's favorable and unfavorable houses for a particular event is shown in self-significance table in a single row. But whereas in the key planets table, or we can say it is the base for the house grouping table, the favorable houses are grouped in one row and unfavorable houses are shown in below the row. You understand? In a different row. favorable houses separately, unfavorable houses separately. You can see for Venus, 12th lord and 12th sublord are only unfavorable. They are shown separately under the unfavorable row, and remaining are shown under the favorable. The grouping CL, OCC, CST, CS are all the same, but only favorable shown in one row and unfavorable are shown in one row. So that when we are studying a planet for a particular event, favorable houses alone can be seen and unfavorable houses also can be seen in a separate row. In the significant sign law or column, you can see for Ketu, Jupiter is shown here. But whereas for Venus, that you can see Venus is not a node planet. So, but it's Venus is having significant sign lord. You can see significant sign lord, it is showing Saturn. It means Venus Rasi Lord is Saturn. Saturn is coming under the significant sign lord according to the conditions what we have discussed in under the significant sign lord. That Saturn's houses are shown in this significant sign column. You can see Saturn is having favorable 9th lord and 1-7 cuspal sublord. 9th lord and 1-7 cuspal sublord. And unfavorable 8, 4, 10, 4 and 8 are shown under the unfavorable side. So that way the favorable of the significant sign lord are shown in one row and unfavorable are shown in another row. This is, you can see if it is a node planet, the houses will be shown without bracket. Suppose the planet, it is not a node planet. It means Rahu, or it is not Rahu or Ketu or the Rasi Lord. If the planet is, we are going to study, suppose Venus is not a node planet because Venus is not representing Rahu or Ketu. So that planet significant sign lord are shown within bracket to differentiate that within bracket means it is significant sign lord for not for the node planet, other planet. I think you're able to understand. So that way that significant sign lord houses are shown within bracket, favorable separately and unfavorable separately. And significant sign lord, which planet is significant sign lord, that is also shown here. I think you're able to understand. Same way for Sun also significant sign lord Saturn. Sun favorable only present 3 and 7, that is shown separately, and no unfavorable, that unfavorable is blank. Saturn houses are shown separately. Moon you can see, favorable only second house, all are shown, unfavorable are shown separately. You can see Mars also the same way. Here that Mars significant sign lord is Mercury. And look at Rahu. Rahu is 1, 5, 9, 11 good houses. And second planet Mercury's houses are shown here. Here you can see Mercury planet is coming under the sign link. It means what? The Rasi Lord of the Rahu is like significant sign lord only. It means Rahu and Mercury are well connected to each other, not only as a second planet, it is also is well connected to Rahu, or with some some parameters. Mercury self potential is good. It is coming under the sign link. Please understand, sign link is equal to the significant sign lord, but this name is given only to the node planet to differentiate. That sign link is similar to the significant sign lord, we can say. All the conditions will be coming under significant sign lord will be applicable for significant sign link also. It means sign lord and node is connected. So you can see here Ketu represents Jupiter. That Jupiter is not shown under the sign link. Here Rahu is second planet, Mercury is coming under sign link. So that the name is given under sign link, and you can see the background shade of these houses are getting the same, what favorable and unfavorable green background and red background is given here. But whereas Ketu that representing that Jupiter, that Rasi Lord Jupiter is not getting the color. It means what? That Jupiter, second planet of the Ketu, is not a significant sign lord planet or significant sign link planet. So it is not a sign link planet. Because of that, it is not given the color. If it is getting the color, mean it has got some additional input. So impact will be little bit more. To differentiate this sign link and the without sign link, this color has been given. But the impact is going to be little different. That's all. Otherwise, the Rahu Ketu have got Jupiter's impact will be there, and Rahu will have the impact of the Mercury. But here, Mercury's impact will be more than the what Ketu is going to get from Jupiter. I think we're able to understand. Here, one more thing also I have to say. Jupiter planet, when we are talking about Jupiter, significations are shown under the self. And second planet Ketu, Ketu's houses are shown here. Ketu's houses are shown, the Ketu houses are shown without bracket. Seventh house, occupying seventh house, ninth sublord. These houses are signifying the houses of the Ketu. Then it means the second planet of the Jupiter. When what are these houses? Within bracket houses. These within bracket houses are signified by the Venus, that is the significant sign lord. It means Jupiter's Rasi Lord is Venus. That Venus is a significant sign lord to Jupiter. So that houses are shown within bracket. I told already the significant sign lord houses are shown within bracket, and the second planet of the node planet are shown without bracket. So that this Jupiter is having the second planet Ketu also, and the significant sign lord Venus also. So that Venus houses are shown within bracket, and Ketu's houses are not shown within bracket. I think you are able to understand this point. So in this, what I'm trying to say, self-signification table in EPS table, what we are following, each planet's favorable and unfavorable will be shown in a single row according to the event. I mean, according to the event, the color of the font only will change, but whereas the house will be only changed. But whereas in this, favorable and unfavorable of each planet are shown separately. In addition to that, you can see that that Rasi, that second planet Ketu, second planet Jupiter, or Jupiter second planet Ketu, they are shown under the significant sign Lord with some differentiation in the background shade. And apart from that, what is not here shown here, significant sign Lord, that Venus sign Lord is Saturn. If Saturn is a significant sign Lord, that houses are also shown in the significant sign Lord column. Moon planet Rasi Lord, we don't know here, but if the moon Rasi Lord is not a significant Rasi Lord, because of that, that houses are not shown here. The impact of the Rasi Lord of the moon will be comparatively lesser when that sun's Rasi Lord Saturn, what it is going to give to the sun. So that way we can see here, that's what that's we call as key planets, favorable and unfavorable, we are shown here. The significant sign lord or table significance, sorry, self-signification table also is a key planets table, only we can call that also. But here in this, favorable, unfavorable are shown separately. And one more thing also, you keep it in mind. You can see here the key planets, I mean, each planet has got some color at the background. According to the event, according to the software has been programmed, based on some house grouping of the favorable score and unfavorable score, that planet will get some color, green color or pink shade or blue color, red color, it indicating favorable and mixed or unfavorable. This is unfavorable, this is mixed one, both favorable and unfavorable. There are to indicate that strength of that planet, favorable is more or unfavorable more. So this is only to indication, we cannot decide with that. For the user to differentiate with the color of that planet at the background shade, we can say, okay, this planet is having some favorable strength on the higher side. But what strength and all we will not be able to see. But with the help of the difference within the green itself, we can see there are difference. So that way we can see that favorable is more or less, it will indicate. Please understand, this is good. This is all in experimental stage in the software programming towards automation or semi-automation. But these all keep on. It will get updated. So this is only is only for your identification or some indication on the strength. But please do not take this one, because in key planets page, each planet will have some key planet rank. Based on the score, each planet would have been given first rank, second rank, third, based on their strength, self-signification strength. Individual planet strength would have been given. But please do not blindly follow that. So here in self-signification table in software, in the EPS system software, there is one option that we can manually check each planet's self-signification strength, and we can give Ketu, we can give blue shade, or Venus has given a green shade, or it is also blue shade, because mixed, for example, for the event of marriage, it has got favorable and some mixed signification also. That way, you can see Ragu 1, 5, 9, and 11 is favorable, higher side is present, so we can give light green. Why light green, not dark green? Mercury, some weakness also there. So because of that, manually we can also analyze each planet's self-signification strength, and we can give our own preferred shade also, you can give it. So that can be different from this automated color. So you can use this color also. You can either you can use this color also in the self-signification table. So this is well connected to this one. Just I'd like to explain this one. So in the house grouping table, each planet will be signified by favorable and unfavorable separately. In that, apart from that self-significations of each planet, significant sign lot also will be included. That's what I was explaining. I think you are able to understand. So now we have to look at with an example, how this in EPS table, how the houses are signified. In house grouping table, how the houses are being shown in the house grouping table. Let us check now. You see, this is the example of EPS table. Let us talk about the moon table. For the event of marriage, that the chart has been created and table also been created. Here in the below, you can see house grouping table. It means what? As I said in the previous slide, each planet's favorable are shown separately, unfavorable are shown separately. So in the EPS table, you can see on top, you can find that moon planet we are talking. Moon planet we are talking, you can see moon, we know that in the EPS table we discussed moon, second lord occupying 6th house, 4, 8, 12 star lord and 6 sub lord. This is self-significations, right? All these are all supports. In the supports, Rasi lord is we can say Rasi lord or sign lord. This may come under this significant sign lord, right? You can see here, look at the house grouping table. Moon is the planet, star lord is Ketu and representing Jupiter. 2A level planet, that is star lord of the star lord, is given as 2A level. There is first level, second level, and 2A level. Sublord and star lord of the sublord. Same planets you can see with the background shade according to the softwares that have grouping, score what it is getting, favorable and unfavorable based on certain program. It is getting some color. Okay. So here what we have to see, second house is shown favorable and unfavorable houses for each planet, favorable separately, unfavorable separately, one below the other. I think you're able to understand. Same planet, Favorable separately, unfavorable separately shown. And significant sign lord, if it is present, moon Rasi lord is Jupiter. The Jupiter is a significant sign lord, then that Jupiter's houses will be shown here. Since Jupiter's is not a significant sign lord for moon, it is not shown here. But the Jupiter's houses will be shown under the support columns. Other supports. It means support means Rasi lord is a support planet. If the Rasi lord is acting as the significant sign lord, that will be shown here. If not, that will be shown under the support columns. I think you are able to understand. Suppose there is one more column called ruler's link. What are rulers link and all? I think we discussed in detail. I mean, even in the upcoming videos also, we'll be discussing on that. In the examples also, we'll be discussing. Rulers link are nothing but if the support planet, what are the planets are here that aspected by conjunction, aspected by a Rasi lord for, and the second planets, if they are ruling the other levels, then that planet is considered as support planets. That is ruler link planets. It means what? You can see moon is having Rasi lord is Jupiter, right? That Jupiter is playing role as the sublord for the moon. So moon is having Jupiter, moon is in the sign of Jupiter. That Jupiter is the sublord for the moon. It means that Jupiter is forming ruler link, right? One of the ruler is also acting as a support to the particular planet, that is called a ruler link in general. Okay, so that way, that it means what? Ruler link means the support planet's impact will be significantly present. It is like significant sign lord, but since significant sign lord is not there, if that planet is acting as a ruler link, that houses will be shown here. There can be Rasi lord or any planet can be combinedly present in the ruler link. All the planet will be shown under the ruler link column. Here you can see that the Jupiter is 10 sublord 10 and 4 and 10 sublord. They are the unfavorable. You can see that the 10, 4 and 10 are shown under the unfavorable. Favorable 7 and 1 are 7 and first cuspal star lord. These houses are signified by the Jupiter. Then what are the other houses? You can see here ruler's link. That you can see which are the planets are forming ruler link to the moon, Jupiter, Ketu and Rahu. These houses, these planets' houses are combinedly shown under the CL, OCC, CST and CSL. I think you're able to understand. It means what? Moon planet significant sign lord, and moon, if it is having any ruler link planets, their houses, their planet's name will be shown here. Their houses are shown combinedly in the ruler's link column. Then other than that, if the planets of support planets are shown under the ruler link, if other than those ruler link planets, all the remaining planets of the conjunction aspect and second planet, what are the other planets are coming in support, they are shown under the other supports column. So the EPS table houses of all the planets are grouped under self separately, and support planets are grouped under significant sign lord, ruler link and other supports. What is the necessity for this? Here we will be seeing that all the planets under the different column. Here, according to their impact, significant sign lord is better than the sign lord. Significant sign lord is getting more strength, and ruler link impact will be more. And the remaining other planets in supports are coming next to. So moving towards left to right, that support planets impact level will vary. It'll reduce. I mean, when compared to the support planets, ruler link will have more strength, impact. When compared to the ruler link, the significant sign lot also will have some name. These are all almost equal, but other support, it is having some comparatively less strength. So to differentiate that, all the houses of the support planets are grouped under significant sign lot, ruler link, and other supports. One more thing also, here in the EPS table, we are seeing the planets and their significations within bracket. But here we are not seeing the planets' names, only all planets which are in supports or ruler link or significant sign lot, all the planets' houses are combinedly shown under CL, OCC, CST, and CSL. We will not be able to see the planets names, but all the planets are combinedly grouped under the CL, OCC, CST, and CSL. I think you are able to understand. In what are the level that significant sign lot or ruler link, or which are the planets are ruling, their names have been given here under the separate columns. I think you are able to follow. So EPS tables are made in a grouping form, favorable and unfavorable separately. In addition to that, significant sign lot and ruler link and other supports also shown in a different columns. This has got some advantage because we can differentiate the impact of the support planets by way of significant sign lot, ruler link, and other supports. In addition to that, we can see that favorable separately and unfavorable separately. I think you're able to understand. Then one more thing, in the house grouping table, there are two modules. I will explain about the two modules. In house grouping tables, we could see here module 1. Module 1 in the sense, each planet's favorable and unfavorable are shown one below the other for each planet. Let me look at the module 2. Let me show you and discuss about the module 2. Module 1 is favorable and unfavorable of each planet are shown one below the other. That's what we discussed in the previous slide. In the module 2, to enable that user, check the favorable separately and unfavorable separately, you can see Moon, Ketu, Sun, Jupiter, Rahu. These are the rulers of this table Moon. Favorable are shown separately and unfavorable of same planets are shown separately. Here favorable and unfavorable, one below the other, they are shown. But whereas here in the module 2, you can see in the module 2, favorable separately, favorable is shown in a separate table and unfavorable houses are shown separate in a separate table. So you can see the favorable strength is how the second planet in the star level 7 and 9 and 2 level 3 and 7 and sub level 7 and 1 and the star lord of the sub lord this one, and each level a significant sign lord what strength it is adding, a ruler link it is present or not, and support planet each level what they are adding. So that will give each levels favorable and in self, significant sign lot, rulers link, and other support self, all these things for each level favorable separately and unfavorable separately we can see. Here in the same, in the favorable and unfavorable are shown one below the other for the same planet. Here favorable separately shown and unfavorable separately shown. I think you are able to understand. So this is an important table which can also be used in analyzing. But before coming to that, it is always advisable to have a detailed analysis on the EPS table. That is most important. Having got good confidence and the method of analysis with the EPS table, then we can make use of this house grouping table also along with that EPS table. There is a facility in checking that EPS table and our house grouping table. For a same planet, we can also do it. So in the EPS table, if you look at the EPS table, we can see that each planet's names and also their houses under separate column, conjunction, aspect, in what way they are all supported. supportive to the planet we can see. But here we'll not be able to see, only the sign lord. If it is a significant sign lord, only we can see that planet is acting as that moon is Rasi lord is which planet. If it is a significant sign lord, then only we can see the name and their signification. Otherwise, we will not be able to see these moons, Rasi lord is which planet, conjunct planet which planet, aspected by which planet. Those planets' names will not be able to see in the house grouping table. But in the EPS table, under different heading, we'll be knowing that. So each table has got their own advantages and disadvantages, but the combined study will be more useful. So I think you are able to understand on this house grouping table. So when we are going to discuss with the many example chart, I'll be giving more importance initially with the EPS tables and filter table. With regard to the filter table, there's an important table coming under the house grouping page in the EPS table, so EPS Star software, but that has been in detail way it is discussed under the lesson number lesson number 8 and lesson number 15. Detailed discussion has been given how to use the filter table and all. In the house grouping table can be used as a supportive table, and so it is very easy when compared to the if you understand that EPS table, that you can easily very well get used to these house grouping tables also. I think you're able to understand. So we will meet in the next lesson. Good luck.